Well, good evening, friends. It's evening here anyway. It's hot. The weatherman keeps saying it's going to get cooler, but he lies. I don't know, September 1st? I don't know. I've been doing elderberry juice, so it's definitely September. I would much rather do mulberries. Mulberries are so much more appealing to me. Uh, yeah, I'm over here. You got a different perspective today. I know I've got I got a mess going back there at the bench because of the press and all that jazz. That is actually my great grandfather's sausage press. But you can see there's a few little stray guys floating around in there. That's 100%. That's like spider legs and all. It's going to go through like a T screen. I keep it in the fridge, and any of the little goodies float to the top. Then I screen it all out. I think 100 pounds of berries, and I think I got 5 gallons of juice. I still have some in the freezer. I have to do a second press on. I'll do a first press, and then what you press, what's left over, the solids, I throw it in a bucket, put it in the freezer, freeze it, and that will rupture all the cells that are left behind. Then you press it again and you get several more gallons. Then you take it all, you put it in a 5-gallon bucket, you mix it up real good, and then you screen it one more time so that you have consistent flavor. When I get done with that, I will most likely add 30% water, 25% water, and then I have a little secret that I put in here to enhance the flavor, to give it more sweetness. It eliminates some of the bitterness. It doesn't take much of that particular ingredient. And then I just give it away. But it's really good stuff. It takes a lot of work, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's almost done. I ran out of jars. We went to the store this evening. Dad and I went to the store to try to get some jars. Well, among other things, and they didn't have any. They said they got a shipment of jars in and they were all busted. And that's a problem. So I came back home and got his chainsaw back to him. I had to cut this down for Sherry. There was 2 of them. We're getting ready to build a wall, the second half of the wall around the pool, and you wouldn't believe that right there is from a sunflower plant. I had to cut it with a chainsaw. It's just crazy. I don't know, I might do something with that. I don't have a whole lot of artistic ability. I found a holdout turtle shell at work last week. I'm gonna glaze it in an epoxy resin, and I don't know, put it on a plaque or something. I don't know. I'm better at food and drink. So let's get to it. I was gonna go long and like do a big thing since there's so much controversy, but we're going to do a throwback and make it more fun. We'll just skip the whole part that, yeah, it's a serious conversation. There's going to be a roller coaster of emotion. It's been a crazy life. That's all I can say. It's been a crazy life. Much more to come. Let's have some drinks. So yeah, Kahlua and Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. Several years ago, I did a little experiment, and that is, as far as Little Debbie's go, this is the best pairing that I have found, and it's very good. This is Kahlua, rum, coffee, liqueur, vanilla. I thought it was a Hawaiian beverage. It is not. This is from Mexico, and it's wonderful. If you've never had it, please give it a shot. It goes well with Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. So let's jam on it. Now, something that did happen during COVID, other than this mess right here, they came out with some new straws. You know, they had the big turtle thing and the plastic straws, and then the cardboard straws and the paper straws. Sorbos has now come out with a cornstarch straw. They have them in lime, strawberry, lemon, and chocolate. It's like a candy cigarette, except it's a little more dense. They're totally edible. They're pretty decent when it comes to flavor. This is a chocolate flavor, so I'm going to slam this with some chocolate flavor. We better, hang on, we better prep first. I'm telling you, you got to try this. This is good. The oatmeal and the Kahlua coffee liqueur go fantastically together. Now, I said coffee liqueur. This is, yeah, rum and coffee liqueur. Bam, just like that, right? And I don't know, it's 20% alcohol by volume, so I could like slam the whole bottle and I'm still fine, right? Anyway. That's good. Pretty cool through the straw. Anyway, yeah, these are fantastic. I wonder if you could just dip it. They're hard, they're crunchy. Don't break a tooth. Pretty good stuff. We'll come back to that. Speaking of coffee, though, I wanted to cover this. This is my infuser. My daughter got it for me for, one of my daughters, got it for me for Father's Day. So the clock, my other daughter got me that clock. Oh, there's my call sign brewing sign. Oh, looky there. There's Larkin Poe. There's Megan and Rebecca. That was years ago. Anyway, the clock's there so I don't miss dinner. If I miss dinner, Sherry gets kind of bent. So I got a clock. She's at work right now. So yeah, there's that. We don't have to worry about the timeline. Damn it. This thing's a mess. Anyway, okay, so coffee infusing. This infuser, I think, is 20 ounces. 1 cup of coffee beans, espresso beans. And you can see how dark that is. That's just regular old handle bourbon with the handle on it. And we're going to take the infuser and get rid of the coffee bean aspect of it. I didn't bring a screen, but it's kind of got a little snorkel in it. I think you'll see what I mean when I'm done. But we got to pour this out. And then we're going to try to clear out the infuser. I got another container here somewhere. We'll mix it up. This one infuser, sorry, man, bugs. This one infuser will do 2 half gallons, 1 full gallon for this 1 cup. You see how many's there? That's 1 cup of espresso beans. I think last time I did half a cup. This infuser is going to allow me to perfect the recipe. And perfect it, I will. You set this on the shelf for 2 weeks, and it's ready. You fly? I was at my buddy Rodney's the other day, and he owns a junkyard, and he's got a bunch of pet mosquitoes, I swear to God. They ate me alive, and that guy's about ready to stress me out. Go away. Anyway, yeah, I got ate up by mosquitoes trying to fix his stupid pop machine. I fixed it, and I went over to my machinist and fixed his starter thing for his air compressor. Just a mess. I'm spread too thin, and that's why we drink. All right, so here we got, that's left. And we want to make sure that all of the coffee beans are out. We don't want any particulates in there. The coffee beans are heavy now. They've absorbed the liquid. And of course the flavor goes into the whiskey, into the bourbon, and along with the flavor also goes the caffeine. So if you're going to drink this, if you're going to have a few drinks and you want to sleep well at night, don't do it after 6 p.m. because your mind will be at 1 a.m. You'll be bonking off the wall. So there you go. See, there's some coffee beans left. Now, oh my goodness. That's amazing stuff. All right, let's wash this out. And we'll go back in with that. Oh, there's still some left in there. Hope everyone's had a wonderful summer. My summer's been hell. my employer is very demanding, and I guess railroad employees around the world are going on strike. Yeah, well, we can't do that. We have a congressional act. We can file paperwork, but we can't go on strike. They went on strike in Canada. They're striking over in UK. They just, whenever somebody leaves, they don't backfill the position. They abolish jobs and running on basically a skeleton crew. You can't do that. People get killed, and it's really bad. It's bad. Anyway, let's get away from that because I'll start getting pissy. All right, we're going to do 50% of this, right? So I got my jar here. Well, hell. I don't have any measurements on the jar. We'll go half and half. A little more. Yeah, that looks like about half of it. I have no tools. I'm on my rebuild bench and I have no tools. There we go. All right. Ready? Ready, Freddy? All right, there we go. So to-do list. We have to finish up this Packard. Dad is working on the Studebaker. And I don't know what else. I'm sure I got more in my head, but there's a lot going on. I have to build the wall for Sherry's pool this week. And you know, I never wanted to pool. Sherry wanted to pool, so I built her a pool. What Sherry wants, Sherry gets. That's just the way life works. I make sure it happens. But it's taken me a while to do the patio, and there's a wall, retaining wall. I'm working on the second half of that and finish the patio this year, fingers crossed. So that's taken up some time, and then work, always freaking work. And then Sherry's parents are in their 80s. They're getting up there, and her dad still pulls a camper around, and she wants to make sure that we spend every possible moment that they go camping. We want to go camping too. And of course, I've got the veterans camping deal, which takes up one weekend a month until October. October will be the last one. But just a lot going on, a ton going on. But we're making progress on everything. All right. So there is a half a gallon of whiskey, and you can see the difference in the color, right? See that? This is coffee bean whiskey, coffee bean bourbon. And I'm not taking credit for it at all, because the credit goes to Stillhouse in Columbia, Tennessee. They were bought out by Bacardi a couple of years ago, and they've got this. They started out with the red can, which is a white, just a white whiskey, a clear corn whiskey, and I just loved it. We were down in Oklahoma City in Bricktown for New Year's Eve, and we went into this little. It was an old hardware store, and the aisles were so narrow. They had these tiny carts. They looked like, you know, Ken and Barbie playset shopping carts, tiny. And I'm pushing this little tiny shopping cart down the aisle, and I look over and I see this can that looks like gunpowder. It looked like an old gunpowder can, which, if you know me, you know I've got like dozens of cans of gunpowder, and I don't have any more triple FG, which is black powder. That they don't manufacture it or sell it in the United States anymore. But anyway, I saw this can and I was like, I gotta have it. I don't care what's in it. I gotta have the can. So I bought it, and I was like, this is really good whiskey. I'm very impressed with it. You know, the nose on it and the flavor, and very little aftertaste to it. Really good whiskey. And I was like, okay, Stillhouse is now my brand. When it comes to corn whiskey, because I like 100% corn mash, White Lightning, moonshine, and it's 190. So when you dial it back to 90, it's really good. It's got good flavor, well oriented. You can drink it. It's drinkable. Everything about it I like. It's all me. Well, then last year I was up in St. Joe shopping, and I found this can. It was a new can of Stillhouse. It was black, and it said black bourbon, aged in coffee bean barrels or something like that. I don't know, but I was like, that sounds cool. I tried it, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. So I am replicating that with a more affordable whiskey. Pardon me. Where Stillhouse is $26 for a 750 mil, which is a fifth, I buy this for $30 and throw in a cup of coffee beans, and I'm for a half gallon, I'm under $40. I don't think I can beat that. I don't know. I haven't measured out a fifth. How many mils is in a half gallon? Somebody tell me. It probably doesn't even say. Are you kidding me? There it is. 175 mils. 175 mils. No, 1750. 1750 mils. So I got 1,000 mils, and then divide it by 2 is going to get you close. So $35. I mean, a cup of coffee beans, you can say $5. Espresso beans, sure, I can go with that. So you're looking at divided by 2, $17. We can round it up to $18 for 750 mils, which is being generous. So yeah, I'm on the better side of $10 difference, and I don't know. I'm not going to argue one way or the other. I love Stillhouse whiskey, but I'm not going to pay that kind of price. But I do love Kahlua. I think it's about $20 for this bottle right here, which is golly, I don't even know if it's 750 mils. It's I don't know, probably 500. No, it's 750 mils. So this is a fifth right here. It doesn't look like it. It can be deceiving, really, because a can of Stillhouse, you're like, oh, that's just a little bitty old can. No, they fit 750 mils in it. And I will tell you right now, if you fill it with Tannerite and close it up real tight and you shoot it with a rifle, it makes a really nice explosion, because Tannerite trying to go through tin is 10 times more loud than Tannerite trying to go through plastic, because it's much easier to tear through the plastic and you get a boom. That's fine. But you put something more with a higher tensile strength, so to speak, then it actually combusts at a more energetic rate. It exudes more energy than busting through plastic. All right, here we go. No, there's no backwashing that at all. Okay. So anyway, hope everyone had an awesome summer. Hope it's all going well. Just keep living. Keep being joyful. And man, we are living some crazy, crazy times. Diesel fuel. Here, I know it's more expensive everywhere else. I'm sure it is, but there's a few places that got a price of $5 a gallon. Yeah, try to fill that roll back. Oh, yeah, it's not back there. It's parked outside. I got a lot to do this weekend. I got to load a skid loader up and go down to Kansas City and try to help the brother-in-law with a fire pit. So wish me luck. I wish you luck and all the love in the world. Hope everyone has an amazing, amazing weekend, and wrap this summer up strong. Of course, there's a few folks I'm sure that are dealing with winter right now. I don't know what winter's like on the south end of the globe. I've never crossed the equator. So fill me in. Hey, love y'all. Have a good one.